The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. JaVale McGee to James. Trying to cash in. LeBron shot off the mark.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
JaVale McGee to James. Curling inside. Shot by McGee, no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. James, LeBron into the front court. Down 5. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Caldwell Pope to James. Rondo knocks it down off the step back.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Lakers at the controls right now. JaVale McGee. To James. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
To James. LeBron, not that time.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Millsap to Will Barton. They get it down to Millsap. Inside, he scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Caldwell Pope. Rondo. Here's the step back.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Denver's ball to Millsap. From the painted area, won't go down. Rondo into the front court. Down 2. Has a look. Rondo off the mark. To Millsap. Scores from the post.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, When you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Here's Rondo with it. Trailing by 4. Rondo, his first effort, off the mark. Barton into the front court. Leads 4. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Runner here, won't go. Murray with it, up by 6. To Jokic. Not today.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Barton into the front court, up 6. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw's good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. LeBron James with the rock. To Ball.
Hey, watch this screen left.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Consider no luxury market for your next group event. Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Time to shuffle things up.
For Denver, number 8.
Thomas to Millsap. Whistle blows. Oh, his back was to the basket. 5-second count. It's going the other way. Ball, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Denver's got it. Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. To Thomas. Here comes the screen. It's Isaiah Thomas. Spins and scores.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Nothing going here on that drive. 20-footer at the buzzer. And it's the Nuggets with the board. The first quarter's complete. The Nuggets in front. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lakers come up with it. Ball into the front court. Down 6. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Nuggets have the possession. Surveys the floor. It's Thomas. And the rebound taken in by Lonzo. Lonzo with it. They're down 3 to Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Ball down for McGee. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Thomas across the timeline. We're a minute into the second quarter. Here comes the screen. Thomas. Shot from the lane won't go. Ball with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Can't miss those. Nuggets with the basketball. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
connects on the first free throw.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 14.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Ball with it up top. Down just a couple. Ah, rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Thomas curling inside. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. A lot of contact, no whistle. Lakers have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Screen coming. A drive-by ball, but he can't finish. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Knocked loose. Stevenson. Gets to the basket and scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Thomas. Here comes the screen. Thomas. Denver with 4 to shoot. Jamal Murray. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
McGee powers it through. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 9, Rondo.
Thomas to Jokic. Inside, he scores.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Lonzo Ball with the rock. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Sizing up the defense. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Thomas.
Right. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Millsap. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Kuzma. To Ball. Rondo's shot won't go down.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Here comes the screen. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Lakers, number 23, LeBron James.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ed, you're allowed 2 steps after you pick the basketball up. It doesn't matter which feet you step with, but 2 counts.
Down low, Jokic. Shot for Jokic. No good. Across the timeline comes James. Under a minute to go before halftime. Count the basket at the rim. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
Ball brings the rock up court. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Up by 3. To Beasley. Ball. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Now a 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. That's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sport. The Lakers are in a close game thus far, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Nuggets are still very much in this matchup. And even though they're losing, you don't see a lack of confidence from their shooters. That could be the difference for them in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets. Game track. Bench points. The season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Here comes the screen. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Ball into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. JaVale McGee to James. Shot by James off the mark. Murray with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. To Millsap. Trying to cash in, knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, so many players think the only way they can get big money is on the offensive end, but this is a game about roles. If your role is to be a defender, get your money on that end, please.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Ball. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Scores from the post.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. So it stays Denver basketball. Millsap. Millsap shot, no good. Caldwell Pope. To James. James shot, no good. To Jokic. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's James controlling the offense. To Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Here's James. LeBron shot, that's no good. Murray into the front court. His group now down 2. To Will Barton. They'll work it down to Millsap. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Denver ball right now. Thomas to Jokic. Probing the defense. Shot clock winding down to Millsap. From long range. And Paul Millsap knocks it down even with a hand in his face.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Time for some new personnel into the game. To James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Denver's ball. Thomas to Millsap. Takes stock of the floor. Able to convert inside.
Yeah, if I'm the teammate of that guy that just got scored on, I'm telling him on my way back down the floor, look, I appreciate you being there, but I need you to really be there. I need you to be more engaged and give more effort on the defensive end. That's the only way we're going to win this game.
In close there. 2 points on the board.
I understand the refs may have made some calls that make you a little bit hesitant defensively, but still, I'd rather you be aggressive than non-aggressive, because if you're not aggressive, you need to sit on the bench next to the coach.
Thomas to Millsap. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Thomas gets it in the right corner. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. To Thomas. Fires the 3. Can't connect. Los Angeles has the basketball. To James. Probing the defense. It's James. LeBron shot off the mark. Thomas into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Here comes the screen. Drive by Harris, but his shot won't go. To James. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma. Into the game.
Thomas.
Number 24, Mason Plumlee.
Denver with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. James. LeBron, not that time. No time left in this quarter. The Lakers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Lakers ball. James to Kyle Kuzma. Stevenson to James. Here comes the screen. They get it to Kuzma. Stuffs it down with authority.
Just like Linsanity in New York, Kuzmania took L.A. by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
And a throwdown.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Down low Plumlee. Inside, he scores.
When miracles happen, you accept it and you're thankful, but you don't expect it all the time.
LeBron into the front court. Up by 6. James to Josh Hart. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Hart to James. Goes to the right side. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. Murray with it. The deficit is 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Barton. On the shot clock. Jamal Murray. The shot by Murray, no good. To Kyle Kuzma. Great pass to set it up. McGee powers it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Denver's got it. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, why do I feel like Canadians are really taking over the NBA? Kitchener's finest, Jamal Murray, is really coming into his own as a player. There was so much confusion his first year. Am I 1? Am I 2? And now I see a kid who is just Jamal Murray. He doesn't care what position he is. But when the ball is in his hands, there's no doubt about it. He is built for the big-time moments. And he's a scorer, an elite scorer that can make everybody else around him better.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Nuggets have the possession. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. They go to Jokic, down low, and finishes strong.
And I hear people talk about some of the great second-round picks in recent years. You hear names like Draymond Green, Isaiah Thomas, Malcolm Brogdon, and Jokic has to be right there. The 40th overall pick is putting in work like this. That's impressive.
Murray into the front court. Now down 6. Harris to the basket, but his shot stays out. James into the front court. Up 6. James to Caldwell Pope. To James. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. James. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First free throw is good. Gets a second to go with 1 more to come.
Entering the game for the Nuggets, number 0, C.
And he hits all 3 free throws. Nuggets with the basketball. Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Kuzma up to block the shot.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Hard shot, no good. To Millsap. It goes down.
He's so good down low. This 4-time All-Star really does a good job of utilizing that body to muscle through contact and finish with the best of them.
It's James controlling the offense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Can't convert the free throw. To Millsap. To Thomas. Lets it fly from long range. And Isaiah Thomas. Good on the quick release for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LBJ. Down for McGee. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Thomas with the basketball. Down 6. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Rises for the slam.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Jokic. Chance for Jokic off the mark. Caldwell Pope to James. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope to James. To Caldwell Pope. Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Thomas across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. To Thomas. Millsap to Thomas. Here comes the screen. Thomas to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Over to the right side. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
James. And a nice finish at the rim. Now whistle. Timeout for Denver. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Has a chance and scores on the step back. Unguardable Jay. The Lakers get the victory. They continue their unbeaten run. Red hot to start the season. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got themselves a win here today, and the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to staying aggressive, forcing turnovers, and being disruptive on their way to victory. The Nuggets couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
The chosen one was all over the court, scoring points, dishing dimes, and grabbing boards. The energy was amazing from start to finish. He provided scoring, physical rebounding, and some timely passing. Truly a standout game.
Who were
can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.